In this video, we're going to walk through some simple ideas based on real life experience. This could be based on your job, things that you've done in the past, things that you are willing to learn. But we'll go over to Claude. And in this case, we're using Claude, but you could do the same thing with ChatGPT or Gemini or any other AI. And the concept here is to let's start simple based on what you actually know. So this is based on your past experience, things that you've done in your life, or things that you're willing to learn. Now, this is the end of the chat that I want to show you that I had with Claude, and I'm going to give you the prompt. There'll be a link in the description. You can grab the prompt, but check this out. This is all a bit overwhelming again. Please map this plan to my actual experience and knowledge, and let's start with the basics again. Claude's going to come back and say, you're absolutely right. I just did exactly what we were trying to help others avoid. And that's the point of the video and the prompt that I'm about to break down with you in this conversation. You're absolutely right. I just did exactly what we're trying to help others avoid. I created software system overwhelm with too many steps and options. Let's bring this back to the basics, and that's what I'm talking about. The basic idea and concept here is, like I do over at WarriorPlus today, yesterday, this month, and last month, is to figure out a simple way to make money. So let's start simple based on what you actually know. You have 3 real experiences, and these are just examples, but these could just as easily be real experiences that you have because most already have these. Managing a household plus work, cooking healthy on a budget, learning software without losing your mind. Then you move into one simple question. Which one of these do you feel most confident talking about right now? Because you might not feel confident about talking about it right now, but you could move into the realm of confidence, or you could increase your confidence with a little bit of time, spending time around this idea, and answer it like if a friend asked you for advice tomorrow, which topic would flow naturally from your mouth? Now, which one could you just start talking about right now based out of these 3? And these 3 might not be something that you feel comfortable talking about. So that's why we're going to walk through this prompt right here. Step 1, simply ask me about my experience. What are 3 things you've spent a significant part of your life doing? Skills, work, hobbies, habits, etc. Encourage me, and this is the prompt that you're going to be using with your AI. Encourage me with examples if I get stuck. This could be anything from past jobs, side hustles, personal challenges, or even things you studied a lot, or things that you're willing to study a lot. Step 2 is going to be pain point generation. This gets into the idea in the world of figuring out what people will buy and why they will buy it. But the big idea here is people are frustrated. People are frustrated with their problems. And if you create these frustration statements and you make them problems people would realistically pay to avoid or solve, you'll be able to make digital products that you can sell online. And again, this comes from my real experience. Like I said, over at WarriorPlus today, yesterday, this month, and last month, we look at a marketplace like WarriorPlus, and we're going to use this to filter on these ideas. Specifically over at WarriorPlus, this marketplace is about, and we're just using this top category here, marketing education, looking at different categories around the world of making money online. That's what this marketplace is about. So we go back to Claude, and like I said, this is the end of the conversation. I want to scroll up real quick and start at the very beginning. This is the full prompt, and the prompt is at the link in the description, but you can see here that at step 4 of this prompt, I am mapping these ideas, these product ideas, these digital product ideas based on real life experience, or again, things that you would be willing to learn how to do and then share that knowledge. We're mapping that to WarriorPlus categories. So I'm going to scroll up here a bit so you can just see what I'm focused in on here. Step 4, map to WarriorPlus categories. Now I connect each of these 5 problems into WarriorPlus buyer categories. Then I've listed the categories. I want to show you where I got those categories. It's under marketplace categories over at WarriorPlus. And I just took this example right here from marketing education, because the idea to create digital information products is just that, to create education products, to educate on how to solve a problem. So that's what we're doing with this prompt over here that we pasted in. And again, the link in the description for this prompt. So all you have to do is paste it into your AI of choice. We're using it here in Claude. And you can see how we started the conversation with Claude. Claude's going to come back and say, I'm excited to help you explore how your unique experiences can translate into meaningful income opportunities. This approach of mapping personal expertise to real market needs is much more suitable than quick fix schemes. Let's start with the foundation, your actual experience. What are 3 things you've spent a significant part of your life doing? These could be professional skills, personal challenges, hobbies or interests, side projects, life experiences. Don't overthink it. Seemingly ordinary experiences often contain valuable insights. Managing a busy household, looking to cook healthy meals, navigating career changes, building habits like fitness, reading or productivity systems, dealing with technology challenges or learning new software, managing social media for yourself, or showing other people how you do it. What 3 areas immediately come to mind when you think about where you're invested or where you've invested significant time or energy, or where you might want to invest significant time or energy? Don't underestimate the idea of learning something new, doing it, and then being able to teach it under the idea of creating digital information products that you can sell. So I picked 3 right here from their example. Managing a busy household while working full time, because most people do that. Learning to cook healthy meals on a budget. Most people try to at least do this. And then dealing with technology or learning new software. You can see that ChatGPT, or Claude in this case, is going to tell you perfect. These are 3 incredibly valuable areas that millions of people struggle with daily. Let me generate 30 specific pain points based on your experience, problems people actively seek solutions for and would pay to solve. Understand what we are doing with this prompt. The entire point of generating the ideas is to generate specific pain points. And this is what marketing is. This is what we do as marketers. This is the focus. Understanding that a group of people have a problem, in this case, 30 specific pain points based on your experiences. These are problems people actively seek solutions for and would pay to solve. The whole point of being a marketer and creating content is to identify a group of people and then guide them towards solution. Pain points from your experience. Also understand that I'm talking about over at WarriorPlus specifically. This marketplace is about teaching people how to make money online. But if you were to go over to something like Gumroad, the possibilities are unlimited. And you can take a look and you can discover some of the best-selling products and creators over at Gumroad and what they create. And you can see here, textures, Procreate, 3D model, hypnosis, Magna, VJ Loop, certification exams, KDP interiors, programming, jazz, Windows, workout programs, poetry, investing. All right. So take that understanding that there are other marketplaces other than WarriorPlus, like Gumroad, where people are selling information that solve problems for people that have these problems. Meditation, coloring pages, fitness, sci-fi. They're creating products about sci-fi. And one of the things that people sort of misunderstand when you look at this, yes, people that buy sci-fi products have a problem. They can't get enough good sci-fi because it's something that they love. They love to read and learn and study and just be enthralled in the world of sci-fi. So take that back to your pain points and understanding when you're using this prompt. Think about, right, what 3 things you've spent a significant part of your life doing. If you know a lot about sci-fi, then immerse yourself in that world and think about informational digital products that you can create. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to use these 3 things because these 3 things here are really more of like the types of things, or we're going to be able to generate products like you'd see over at WarriorPlus. So we have our pain points now. Managing a busy household while working full time. We have 10 problems here. I feel overwhelmed trying to juggle work deadlines and family responsibilities without dropping the ball. all the way down to I feel like I'm failing at both work and home because I can't give either my full attention. Learning to cook healthy meals on a budget. Here are 10 more problems, pain points that you can solve for real people that feel these frustrations. And then dealing with technology challenges or learning new software. 10 problems. I feel stupid when new software updates change everything and I have to relearn the basics. I waste hours trying to figure out simple tasks that used to be easy in old versions. I'm afraid to explore new features because I might break something or lose my work. All the way down to I spend more time fighting with technology than actually getting my work done. So the focus here again with this prompt is the big problems that are best suited for $100 online income case studies. And the reason I say that is because over at Warrior Plus, when we're talking about making money at Warrior Plus, the types of products that we're looking at are make money online products. And you go and you browse the marketplace and you look at these categories and you say, okay, under these categories, and you go back to the AI with this prompt, and there's a link in the description, this prompt is going to break it down into your experiences, your real life experiences, or things that you're willing to learn, and break it down into problems best suited for $100 online income case studies. This means breaking it down and figuring out how to make money online and then selling your experience. So based on urgency, market demand, and alignment with your experience, here are my recommendations. And these are the problems that you're going to solve. Problem number 12. I buy ingredients with good intentions, but they go bad before I use them. Wasting money. Why is this problem idea? High financial pain point, immediate ROI for customers. You have proven solutions. Your experience is you've solved this personally through trial and error. So you've solved this problem and you're going to create a product. The AI is going to guide you in what that product would be. You have all these problems right here, and then you move along and you pick a problem. In this problem here, we've decided that we're going to look at the software issue. Remember, the problem up here was problem number 27. I feel overwhelmed by the constant stream of software recommendations, and I don't know what's actually worth learning. Remember, we're looking at all of our experiences, but we've settled on this point right here in the world of feeling overwhelmed by constant stream of software. You've felt this. You've dealt with this. Why it's ideal. Why it's ideal. Decision fatigue is expensive. People pay for curation, recurring market need. Your experience advantage. You've evaluated many tools. This means you've tested all the software. You know the frustrations and you've overcome those hurdles. You know what works versus what is hype. Which of these resonates most strongly with you? Which problem do you feel you could speak about most authentically based on your own journey? And I picked problem number 27. But remember, there's 5 different problems here, and there were actually 30 different problems in 3 different niches or on 3 different topics. So just continue along with this conversation and say, okay, problem number 27, I feel overwhelmed by the constant stream of software recommendations. It's an excellent choice because this is a goldmine problem. It combines several high-value elements. And these are the things that people feel. These are the frustrations and the problems, the pain that your audience feels. And this is all you're trying to do when you create a digital product, a digital information product, especially you're trying to solve decision fatigue. And people will pay to avoid the research time, fear of making wrong choices, expensive mistakes with software subscriptions that they didn't need and they feel like they wasted their money on, recurring need, and professional anxiety. Fear of falling behind. In this case, maybe if they're trying to learn this software and they're trying to learn it while they're doing another job, and they figure if they learn this software, they can use that experience to actually put it on their resume and get a new job. Your proposition here, the point that we're making in this video with AI is you've lived through the software evolution and have real experience separating useful tools from shiny objects. If you haven't done that, it might well be something that you could do. All right. So we're going to map that to being able to sell under a Warrior Plus category. Here's how this problem maps to profitable Warrior Plus categories. And remember, we're looking at Warrior Plus, and this is a real way to make money. I do this every day, today, yesterday, this month, and last month. We browse these categories. We know these are real categories. These are real products that are selling over on Warrior Plus. But again, you can always go to Gumroad and sell it over on Gumroad as well. if it doesn't really fall under one of these categories for Warrior Plus. But we go back and we look at these mappings and artificial intelligence, obviously, right? Right here, right now, as I'm making this video, in August of 2025, and even in August of 2026 and beyond, this is going to be a huge, huge topic. Marketing education, product, software stack blueprints, or tool selection masterclass, a case study. Remember, this is a case study. It is a collection of your real successes and failures that you're going to share with people, because they'll pay for this information because you are shortcutting the time. You are helping them avoid the pain or the frustration that they have. So you could develop a framework or a course teaching people how to evaluate any new software or tool before purchasing. Because remember, we're trying to solve these problems up here: decision fatigue and fear of making the wrong choices, or the fear of falling behind because there are so many choices. So PLR white label, this is huge over at Warrior Plus. If you don't know what PLR white label is, it's something that you can explore by going over to Warrior Plus and diving into this category, PLR white label, and seeing what's selling. It's actually the biggest category, 1,943 products right now on the Warrior Plus marketplace for PLR white label. Really, all it is, in this case, it would be a product. It's a ready-made software comparison template or evaluation checklist, and you're going to create PLR software evaluation toolkits that others can rebrand and sell to their audience. So in this case, you're going to be identifying the problem for the end user, and then you're going to create content and give PLR white label rights, and you're going to let people license that content that you've created to sell to those end users, and you become that ghostwriter, if you will, creating this PLR content. Something to investigate. But there's other categories here: affiliate marketing, email marketing, and then there are some reflective questions that you need to really think about. And that's the point of this prompt, is to really read and discover what you might be able to create and sell, and then think about it. Reflect on these options. Which of these approaches feels most exciting to explore? Which connects most naturally with your past experience, or which connects most naturally with what you believe right now that you could spend the next year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years diving into and really trying to figure out how to create these products and become an expert in this field. 3 thoughtful starting suggestions. Tip 1, start small. A medium start, this is where you start creating content. Then you have diving in and actually creating a product and selling it on Warrior Plus or Gumroad. Here is a list, and this is some more information that I gave the AI to continue this. Here's a list of the top sellers on Warrior Plus right now. How can I use the 3 thoughtful starting suggestions to promote these as an affiliate? And this is me going back up to the smart start, or the small start, which I think is a smart start, is being an affiliate for the products that already exist. So I went over to Warrior Plus, the marketplace, and I went under top seller. So marketplace, and you just go down here to top products, and it listed the products. I just copied these and gave this to AI. Because remember, we're just brainstorming ideas, and we're thinking, okay, how can we create products? And don't forget, creating products and being an affiliate, if you look at it and say, okay, I'm going to create bonuses, which are just little mini digital information products that you offer up to help fill the gaps or make a product better that you're selling as an affiliate, this is how you could start small. So I pasted that information in right here, and you can see that we're continuing this conversation. And the point here is, this gives us real market intelligence. We're actually seeing what's selling over on the Warrior Plus marketplace. This is important to understand. We're not just guessing here. We're actually using real live data from products that are actually selling. And again, it comes down to real world experience that I'm sharing with you today, yesterday, this month, and last month from this marketplace. And that's why we're diving in to thinking how we could be strategic about this and really focus on starting smart and starting with affiliate marketing. Strategic affiliate positioning using your software reality check angle. Remember, this is a product that we're going to create, and we could use this as a bonus. So we have high priority targets. These are the products that are over on Warrior Plus. Of course, make sure that the product is worth promoting. If the product's not good, and this is just reality, this is just me being real, right? Not just on Warrior Plus, not just on Gumroad, any product that you find out there, digital or physical, make sure the product is worth promoting. But the AI is just giving you angles based on what it sees around the idea or the concept and the title of the product. I tested the 3 top AI tools so you don't have to. Here's what actually works. Create comparison content showing which AI tool solves real problems versus create more overwhelm. And then you position yourself and you say, look, before you buy another AI tool, read this honest breakdown from someone who tried them all. That's you. You're being honest and you're giving your honest results. There's some other, strategic positioning here that you can use as an affiliate. The idea here is, for example, you could create a YouTube series around Warrior Plus and just a reality check around that. That's really big because, to be quite honest, a lot of people are set on when they buy a product, like some of these products on Warrior Plus, they get very frustrated by them because not all the products are great over there. But again, it's not the marketplace. And trust me, I have a love-hate relationship with Warrior Plus. I've gone down this rabbit hole. Don't worry about the marketplace. But the next example here and why I included Gumroad is you could do this over on Gumroad, the software buyer's protection toolkit, a Gumroad product plus an affiliate bridge. So you could create the 5-question filter, the red flags checklist, my tested and approved list. Here is a genius move for you. Include your affiliate links as the tools that pass my test. People pay for the curation. They pay for you putting that list together as a trusted advisor. All right, it's going to walk through the specific actions, and then we're going to move into the next phase where you continue this brainstorming with this prompt that I've given you. And again, the link to get this prompt is down in the description. And here I'm showing you how to continue this conversation. Okay, let's just say I wanted to create my own digital product and sell it online. What do I need to do based on what we've uncovered together here in this chat? Because we did shift a little bit there and we moved into the realm and the world of affiliate marketing versus just unlocking digital product ideas. But that's kind of where we need to go, right? We need to be open to this idea and this concept. And here on 30-Minute Marketing, my brand, right? My proven top strategy, traffic to an offer, add people to an email list. I recommend starting with affiliate marketing because it just makes sense for most people. And you're going to see why as we continue this chat. Excellent. Creating your own digital product gives you complete control and higher profit margins. And it's true. And that's what we're doing here, coming up with ideas. Here's your $1 million product concept, the software sanity system. Stop wasting money on tools you don't need. This solves problem 27 perfectly and positions you as the expert who's been there, done that with software overwhelm. Here's your step-by-step product creation plan. Phase 1, weeks 1 through 3, and it gives you an idea of how to build a core product. Then this is where I walked through this and I was like weeks 9 and 10, talking about your unique selling proposition, your immediate next steps. It breaks down the revenue potential, and then it moves into the questions about what you will be solving, the biggest mistakes that you need to help people overcome. And then it asks, are you ready to start outlining your frameworks for this week? Because it moved through I believe it was a 10-week process. Most people are going to quit and become frustrated at that point. So what I did is I continued this conversation and I'm sharing it here with you to understand this is what this prompt does for you. And then I said, quick question. If I do this and make my own product and sell it on Gumroad, can I take that and turn it into a case study product that I can sell on Warrior Plus? And if yes, what would be a good name and angle for the product and the target buyers over on Warrior Plus? I think you can see how deep I'm getting into this conversation based on my skill set. What I'm thinking is, if I was to create that product above, spend 10 weeks, I might not be able to sell that product on Warrior Plus because it doesn't really hit the target audience. And again, I'm getting into the weeds here, right? So understand that you're not starting here. This is where we're finishing. And what I did is I had it outline a 30-day process for doing all this with the goal to sell the product on Warrior Plus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a product, just to break this down, this 2 parts and this brainstorming, this continuation of the prompt that I've given you for these product ideas is, you know what? If I was to create a product and sell it on Gumroad and then take what I learned, my success and failures, and flip that into a make money online product, what would that be? Here is an example of a type of product that sells over on Warrior Plus based upon what we know about the Warrior Plus marketplace and the top 10 list right now as of today. And of course, you could check it tomorrow or the next day. But something like the 10K Gumroad blueprint, how I turn personal pain into profit, or the problem to profit system, my exact method for creating $97 digital products, or the experience economy formula, how to package your life into profitable products. This targets the WarriorPlus buyer that you can see right here. And you could say, this is the angle. I had zero product creation experience. I turned my biggest frustration into a 10K plus digital product in 90 days. Doesn't say that you made 10K. It said you turned it into a 10K plus digital product. Here's my exact step-by-step system you can copy with any personal experience, or using my personal experience, here's what you'll find out. And this is why it makes it irresistible to the Warrior Plus buyer. This taps into the idea and the angle of what people are buying over at Warrior Plus. Then it builds a 30-day master plan for your product creation and your case study. So again, 30 days, 4 weeks, and you're scrolling through this and you're going to see exactly where I got to, or the ending of this conversation, where's where you need to get, starting with the prompt and the link in the description. Step 1, ask me about my experience. What are 3 things you spend a significant part of your life doing? Skills, work, hobbies, habits, etc. Pain point generation. This is where you turn these experiences, your real life experience or things that you want to learn, into pain points. And that's what leads you to this point of the conversation. And again, go through this video and walk through the conversation that I had here, and pause the video and read the conversation I had. But start with this prompt, and start with step 1, start with step 2, and understand what this is giving you, because what it's giving you is here, it's giving you a plan. And what I did is I just paused Claude and I said, and stop, pause this video, write down this part of this conversation. So as you're going through this prompt that I'm giving you, when you feel overwhelmed, when you feel frustrated, just type this into your AI and say, this is all a bit overwhelming again, because we started small and then it blew up on us. We need to come back down. And that's the point of the video, to come back down to this point, starting with that prompt I gave you and saying, I want to make money creating digital products, but this is all a bit overwhelming. Please map this plan to my actual experience and knowledge, and let's start with the basics again. You're absolutely right. I just did exactly what we're trying to help others avoid. I created software system overwhelm with too many steps and too many options. But this is where our brains go. This is where this video went, because this is what I do. But I know how to do this. If you don't know how to do this, start with the prompt, and then at any point, stop it and enter this prompt right here. This is all a bit overwhelming. Let's start simple based on what you actually know. You have 3 real experiences: managing household plus work, cooking healthy on a budget, learning software without losing your mind. One simple question: which one of these do you feel most confident talking about right now? Which one of these problems can you solve right now? You're going to be able to solve a lot of problems when you start creating digital information products and selling them, because you're going to have to learn, and you're going to experience a lot more new things as you learn and set up and sell these products. But right now, let's focus on creating a product based upon these problems. And the absolute simplest start is week 1, write down your biggest lessons from that one area. Week 2, turn it into a simple PDF. Week 3, put it on Gumroad for $27. And you can see how this case study is starting to take form that I mentioned that we were doing a few minutes ago, where I was like, let's create a product and sell it on Gumroad, and then turn it into a case study and sell it on Warrior Plus. Understand, these are the real world experiences that you already have, that you're taking and you're creating a product, and you're going to learn and you're going to do a lot more, and then you're going to be able to teach those. And effectively, that's what 30-minute marketing is. And that's what I do. That's what I did today. That's what I did yesterday. That's what I did this month. That's what I did last month. And it starts with this idea of the absolute simplest start. And a super simple example, right? 5 questions that save you from bad software choices. This is the product that you create based upon these 3 things, right? And you just say, which one would I like to talk about? If you just had to pick one, which one of these do you feel most confident talking about right now? Like if a friend asked you for advice tomorrow, which topic would flow most naturally from your mouth? Just like me making this video, this didn't naturally happen, right? I didn't feel comfortable with this. Back in 2017, when I started this, I felt more comfortable talking about information technology because I spent 30 years doing that. But now, over the last, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, here with you over the last 8 years, I've become more comfortable with this and I'm able to make money online every day, teaching exactly what I've now learned and come to love, which is marketing, and understanding that all we need to do is identify a simple problem that a group of people have. Millions of people have similar problems that we can group together. We can create a solution, put that solution up for sale on Gumroad, and then we just figure out how to guide people to that solution and move them towards that solution with different types of content that we create here on YouTube or post on social media, a blog, right? Tons of ways to do that. But it starts with this simple idea and this concept with this prompt. And that link is in the description to just identify real world experiences or things that you are willing to learn and think about how you can position those and where you can sell those as digital information products that actually help people solve a problem. Link in the description for that prompt. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.